Hi everybody, I'm Katrina, the face behind Peanut and Poppet, the cloth nappy shop, and today I just wanted to talk to you about what you actually need to start using cloth nappies. So you might have decided to make the jump into using cloth nappies, but what do you really need to buy to make it successful? So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it and get down to what you need to buy. So I want to start off by saying that this is based on having one child in cloth nappies and washing every 2 days to begin with, and then moving on to every 3 days once they're old enough to be using less nappies during the day as they need less changes. So the first thing you're going to need are some cloth nappies, obviously. These are all birth to potty size nappies, or one size nappies as I tend to call them. They don't really fit from birth on many children, but they fit from around £10 or so. They come in lots of different styles, they're super cute, and there's lots of options to choose from. So you might be wondering what you're going to pick that's right for you. And if that's the case, then if you haven't yet decided on what cloth nappies to use, then you can, I'll leave the link in the description down below, to download our cloth nappy guide for beginners. In there you'll find everything you need to know about how to care, to wash for your nappies, what all the different parts mean, and it will give you a really good idea of what kind of system will suit you best. And if you're still not sure, or you just want to talk to a real person, then again I'll link the link in description of our personalised cloth nappy advice questionnaire. So it's a super quick form you can fill in, and I will give you a personalised action plan of what cloth nappies are gonna suit your circumstances better. Head on over to there after this video and fill that in to get a little recommendation from me. So as I say, there are lots of different styles. Most of them come with poppers across the waist here, and then inside is where they look different. We'll go through that in another video. This is just where I'm going to explain everything that you'll need. So I've got a couple of different prints here just to show you, but you're going to need about 20 of these one size nappies. So you might think 20 is a lot of nappies, but this is actually like a 2 or 3 year supply of nappies and everything you'll need until potty training. So 20 nappies really isn't a huge amount. When you look at disposables, you're looking at like 4,500. So if you bought those up front, the difference would be very substantial. So 20 nappies is all you need really to get you through from birth to potty training. But like I say, when I say birth, I mean about £10 or so, or roughly about like 2 months ish is when most babies start to fit into these one size nappies. So that's what you'll need for those. And then what we also would recommend is using cloth wipes. So if you're using cloth nappies, it just makes sense to use cloth wipes. They are a million times better at the job of disposable wipes, and if you're already washing nappies, then you're going to want to wash the wipes as well and save yourself even more money. So with wipes, you'll obviously need to get enough to see you through into your wash day again. So around 20 to 25 wipes should be enough to see you through until wash day, and then also until they're dry. So everything I'm talking about here is enough to see you through 2 days of washing and then also a day of drying. So you'll have really like 3 days worth of nappies, but you'll be washing every 2 days. So 20 to 25 wipes. There are a couple of different style of wipes you can use, but honestly they all really do the same job. They're gorgeously soft, especially these muslins wipes. These are one of the absolute go-to wipes for super soft wipes, and they're great for weaning too. So when you get to the age where your baby is on solids, these are going to be a lifesaver. They are so big and you can easily wipe up all messes with just one wipe. With cloth wipes, you will generally only need one wipe. They, like I say, they are so much better at their job. So one wipe is usually enough for every cloth nappy change. Occasionally you might need 2, and that number is based on having 1 or 2 wipes per change. When it comes to drying these, you don't need to wait for them to dry. So you only need enough to see through until like your wash is finished and you've had a little bit of time to sort it out, and then you can just re-wet them and use them again. So that's what you'll need for wipes. The other thing I would say about wipes is that we really love to use Poppet's cloth wipe solution. So if you're looking to make your wipes life a little bit easier, smell super fresh and get really luxuriously soft wipes, then definitely check out Poppet's cloth wipe solution. They are a little pod that you dissolve into water and then you use that to soak your wipes in. When they're all soaked and cooled down, then you can use them on your baby's bum and they are fantastic. So moving on from wipes, we're going to talk about wet bags. So when it comes to wet bags, there's a couple of different sizes, but when we're looking at the essentials and what you really need, we need to have something to store our dirty nappies in. So this is a really large wet bag. It's an XL wet bag, and you use this to store all of your nappies until wash day. These are really fantastic. This is the Modern Cloth Nappies XL wet bag. We're also a really big fan of Fia. Fia do a wet bag basically exactly the same size and a load more beautiful prints, and you will want to get 2 of those. So what you'll do is pop all your dirty nappies into here, and then on wash day you just turn this inside out into the washing machine, grab your other XL wet bag and start using that. So you'll always have one on the go and one in the wash, and that just means that you don't have any like rushing around, or when you've got it in the wash you've got nothing to store it in. So always get 2 so that you can rotate between them. And the other thing with wet bags is some regular wet bags. So these are just a regular wet bag size. Let's just fold the XL wet bag up and get that out of the way. So these are medium-sized wet bags, and these are going to be your out and about wet bags. They come again in a few different styles. This one has a handle that unpoppers and goes around in a big loop, which is really handy for carrying. That's a Crackerdax wet bag, and then this is a Babber and Boo medium wet bag. The popper handle will attach to your pushchair or a back of a chair where you're out or something like that, wherever you need it, and you just pop all of your dirty nappies in here, which contains all the smells and obviously keeps your other items in your change bag from getting dirty, and you just empty that into your wash when it's wash day. And that's what you do when you're out and about, because a lot of people obviously wonder what you do with dirty nappies when you're out and about. So you chuck them inside here. It also has a front pocket on this one, so some of them will be a double pocket. You'll have a front pocket and a back pocket, and that you can use to, if you can't rinse off a dirty nappy, you can pop it in the front to keep it separate, or you can do wet and dry things. So if you really wanted to minimise what you're taking out, you could store a dry nappy in the front, and then you could have your dirty nappies in the back, or you could pop your wipes in the front and dirty nappies in the back, whatever suits you. So you'll want 2 or 3 of those to be able to see you through into a wash day, and that will kind of depend on what your lifestyle is like. If your child goes to childcare a lot, then you might want to grab some extra wet bags. If your child is at home with you a lot and you're not going out and about so much, then 2 will probably be plenty, just for those times that you are out of the house and you need something to use. Now that's everything covered that you'll need for your cloth nappy journey through birth to potty or one size. If you decide, however, that you want to cloth from birth, then you're going to want some newborn nappies. So that's where these guys come in. So let's just get these out of the way and we'll talk about newborn sizes. So let's look here at a one size versus a newborn. You'll see there's a significant size difference, and then these obviously also go down smaller, but the newborn is much smaller than a one size option. And if you want to cloth from birth or right from the hospital, if you want to cloth on a premature baby or just generally a small baby with like skinny little legs, you're going to need yourself some smaller size nappies. These are going to fit anywhere from about £5, and depending on which ones you get, they'll last you into like 4 or 5 months, and so well worth the investment. And if you don't feel like you want to buy a whole newborn cloth nappy stash and then a whole one size cloth nappy stash. You can actually hire these, so you can hire these directly from Peanut and Poppet. You'll get a whole range of newborn nappies in different styles and things, and that will be available to hire for 6 weeks. So if you're thinking about starting from birth, definitely check out the hire kit, because it will also give you a chance to experience different types of cloth nappies, and you can get an idea of what suits you best that you want to buy for when your baby is a little bit bigger. So a great option is to hire the newborn hire kits. Now this is a Little Love Bum newborn nappy, really tiny and cute, and this will size down really small. These again come in a variety of styles, so we're going to do a whole lot of YouTube videos that will focus on what the different styles of nappies are, how to use them and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I release those videos, and you can check them out and make sure you're up to date with everything cloth nappies. So you will need about 25 to 30 cloth nappies for a newborn. Now these can vary from these modern type of nappies where everything's kind of in one easier piece, or you can go for something like a wrap and flat. So that just means that you have this empty cover like this, which is your waterproof part, and then you're using separate absorbency like a pre-fold, which you fold around your baby, or a muslin, which again is one thin piece of fabric, quite big, but you fold that up into a variety of ways, and you can use that inside a waterproof cover for your baby. So if you do want to use cloth from birth, this is one of our favourite ways to do it, is to use flats and wraps, but we also love the convenience of a modern nappy, so entirely up to you. And again, if you're not sure which of these styles is going to suit you best, then just either reach out to us or fill in the cloth nappy questionnaire. It's in the link below, and I will come back to you with what would suit you perfectly so you can take the guesswork out of it entirely. Now last but not least, let's talk about boosters. This is actually optional, so all of your nappies will come with inserts or absorbency of some kind, or you'll be buying absorbency and wraps. But I highly recommend having a couple of inserts extra. Again, it's optional, but I think they do make your life much easier. So you've got a couple of different options. They come in normally 2 sizes. The one size, which is suitable for those one size nappies, and they normally come in a size 1 or newborn option, which is perfect for adding a little bit of extra absorbency to newborn nappies. Now I like to say to just have a couple of these in, maybe 1 pack of whatever you think your favourite brand is going to be, but it does help on those days when you've started cloth nappying and you're not entirely sure what you're doing, and you're wondering if maybe you need a bit of extra absorbency to help make life a little bit easier for you. We don't know until our babies come what type of babies they're going to be and what their like nappy habits are going to be. So grab yourself a couple of extra boosters and you'll thank me later. And that's it. That's everything you will need to cloth nappy your baby. It's really, really simple. There's no need to be overwhelmed. And if you're feeling out of sorts or like you're not sure what you're doing next, please leave your comments down below and I will get back to you, or find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest. We're everywhere. If you need any help, there are links down below to everywhere you can get help from us, and if you need anything else, I'm always here for you. Bye.